Hey everyone, yeah, been a while since I've done a video. I do apologise. I've been a little bit mental busy at work and a little bit sidetracked with certain other projects I've been doing. I finished the Sierra, which I showed photos of and videos of, and then I said I was going to build a truck. Now, I was going to build a Ford Ranger truck, but in all honesty, the chassis was twisted beyond my abilities. As I've said at the start of my videos, I only started doing this sort of January 2022, so I am relatively new still to model building. So that's gone back on the shelf and is now sat in a stash waiting for me to get better at what I do. So I moved on to something that's a little bit more my sort of standard, and we stuck with another Ford. So this time we are building, well, I say Ford, it's got a Shelby badge on it, but the Revell 125 scale Shelby gt500. I love Fords in general, but this is definitely one of those cars that has got something about it, a little bit special. So yeah, we're working on this one. And I've done quite a lot on it. I've not filmed very much at all. I haven't filmed anything up until this point on this particular build, mainly because I just haven't had the time in the evenings where I've been building to film anything for it. I've started the interior, I've started the engine, I've started the body, so we've started on a bit of everything really. Interior's all nice and flushed up and trimmed up, seats are in the back. Nice trim on the inside there. Engine bay on this one. I've gone nice and dirty on it, try and make it look a little bit more used and abused. Chassis isn't attached to this at the moment, so all of that's painted because it's obvious from the underneath. I'll put that to one side for a minute. I'll show you that in a minute, guys. Bit of dust on there already. That's how long it's been sat on the bench here for a while. Interior seats, just standard bucket seats. Probably going to put some seat belts in, stuff like that, make it look a little bit more real. Door cards are coming together nicely. Nice bit of semi-gloss to contrast it. Odd bit of chrome in there where your bare metal is, like on the door handles and the seat belt brackets, and the buttons down there just to make them stand out a little bit more. Little centre console, again nice little chrome trim around that. I've still got to do the gear stick and the handbrake for that one, but that sits in there nicely and matches all the rest of the semi-gloss in there, look, which I think looks quite nice. Dashboard, again semi-gloss black for the majority of it, and then a nice little grey along the top to match the door cards and the seats and stuff like that. Again, nice bit of chrome. For the chrome we use the what is it, Molotov, I can't pronounce that. Molotov chrome pens, liquid chrome, absolutely brilliant stuff. Don't touch it too soon after you've painted it because it will literally rub off, and I've seen people complain that it dulls if you touch it too much once it is dry, but I've not played with my models because they are models, so I don't tend to touch the chrome once it's on there. Yeah, done around the binnacles and stuff like that. All coming up nicely. Quite a few bits on this one, which is quite nice. I like a nice challenge. I have painted it, as you can see from the engine bay, a nice bright orange. Front bumper and grills are all done ready. Body is also painted a lovely bright gloss orange. My random bit of orange missing on the underside of the bonnet there, but to be honest, if I have the bonnets off, I have them off, I don't have them just open, so comes out quite nice. Nice paintwork on it. It's not come out too bad. It's very bright in person. Little issue there that I got to sand off where I went a bit too keen with the black on the window trim, but again, nothing that I can't fix. I need to do a bit of a black wash through the door lines on this one because it seems very pale in there rather than the darkness that you'd sort of expect. But look at that. I love a Mustang. Do love a Mustang. And I'm really pleased with how this one's coming out. So mainly I've been focused on the engine and the underside. So There's the engine so far. There's still obviously a few bits to go on now. I've just literally just finished prepping the radiator and the fan and stuff like that, and then the cowling for the fan, and lovely plasticky grey. So we'll see how that looks, and then decide whether we're keeping it like that or not. And then the underside is where I've spent most of my time. So all of the weathering done on here, so it's all nice and dirty. All the details as much as I could with the fuel lines, brake lines, stuff like that. I might actually run some copper brake lines on this like I did on the Sierra. Chuck in some extra details, but I think it's looking really good. All the heat shields and stuff like that. And then the reason that centre bit on the interior tub underneath is painted silver is because you can see it in through there, look. So gotta make sure that that looks right when it's all put together. Something I hate doing is painting random bits and then going, oh, that needed to be that colour. So hopefully with the silver there it should work nicely. Looks how I expect it to look. I don't go by any pictures or any references, I literally just make it up as I go along. So yeah, that is where we're at. I've got a new build starting at the start of January. I've got what we call a buddy build. There's a group of, I believe, 6 of us now. We're all going to be building the, where's it gone up there? Let's grab that in a second. The Tamiya R32 Skyline GTR, which is going to be a fun build. Basically, as long as you start with this kit, you can do whatever you want. So essentially, at least starting with this body, we've got one guy who builds drag cars, another guy who builds to the box, me that just throws stuff together, see what happens. Another guy who's been building for a lot longer than the rest of us, who builds pretty much as he wants to as well. So there's going to be some nice little styles on that. What I'll do is I'll try and keep up to date with all of that. I believe Wolfpack Scale Modelling is taking part as well, so have a look at his channel, and we'll get that all sort of updated regularly. We've got 3 months from start to finish, so we can go as nuts as we like or as simple as we like with it. You know, we've got time there to do it, and I am looking forward to that. So the Mustang, whether it's finished or not, will be put to one side at the start of January, and we will get that cracking really. I've got some big ideas in my head. See what happens with those, whether they come off or not, but yeah, I will keep you guys posted. All right, so thank you for watching. Feel free to give me a like, subscribe and all that sort of stuff, and yeah, I will try and do more regular videos. I do apologize that I haven't been keeping them up to date, but yeah, as soon as I get time I do them, as I'm trying to show now. But yeah, give us a message, give us a like, share, tag us in comments, whatever. I love seeing other people's builds, so feel free to message me with those. And yeah, keep up the good work. See you soon.